Okay, everybody, I'm going to cheat a little bit and recycle my tasty symbol list, but I figured that I've already sort of created this list because it features what I think is the most interesting action of the day, and so there you go. And I'm also going to get some symbols I didn't have time for on that show. So this was an insane day, obviously, and I'll touch upon that here and there as we go through various symbols, but let's just walk these through. Starting off with a spider, the most prominent feature today is this massive bearish engulfing pattern. I'm trying to find when's the last time Slope Charts actually has this feature. I could use that, but looking at all the action since that dreadful day of March 13, I don't see a single instance. Not one. Actually, there's a little one there, but not nearly like today's. This is a monster right here. Very, very interesting. While I'm in the neighborhood, I might as well throw down an automatic trend line like so. Just kind of keep an eye on things. But yeah, the easy target, as it were, would be 442.06. for this move. So we shall see. This is an enormous bullish pattern here, as you know, but it's certainly heartening, even if it's just one day, to see the damn thing not puke higher. It's only down 0.58% for the day, but it felt like people were talking like it's a crash or something. But yeah, 0.58. That's what we got. OEF down even less, not even 0.5%, but same deal. Tremendous open and then just barfed for the last portion of the day, and rather near lifetime highs. And the diamonds dropped the ball. The Dow was going to have its 14th day in a row, which would have been a record of price ascendancy, and it blew it. Instead, we got another bearish engulfing pattern, like so. So huzzah. I've lightened up on my EFA puts just because I find the bid-ask spread so annoying. Literally almost 20%, just preposterous. I don't know why the options market on those stinks so bad. All the same, long term, it's still a nice looking chart. And I would also say that the interest sensitive instruments like EMB, which is the Emerging Market Bond Fund, the fact that it's diminished is a positive. And I only until I did my show did I notice how much TLT had fallen. I didn't realize bonds were getting zapped so hard. Crocs, just a nice little chart here. We had earnings on Thursday, and it completed this pattern, and we'll see if it breaks below it. But yeah, it fell hard, about 15% drop for the day. Nice little parallel there, nice little analog. And ServiceNow, there was a time this was one of my favorite stocks, but back when it was, I'll just sort of create and destroy the pattern here. There was a time when we had the beautiful little top going on there, but this wrecked it. Basically what happened at the start of this year just trashed the thing, so I stopped bothering. But I was interested to see what would happen regarding this trend line, and it did beautifully. I'm not cheating here. The anchor points are here and here. And if you zoom in, you can see that we tagged it here, and fell, and then really fell today. And then Chipotle, I don't touch this thing, but it's again heartening to see this thing drop over $200 a share. Just a wipe out, about 10% drop in this completely overrated, burrito maker. Never understood the success of these guys. PE of 50, for God's sake, they make lame burritos. Why on earth would you pay over $50 PE for this? I mean, honestly, just a joke. Not a joke were these two sources of pain today. One was Royal Caribbean, which I got hit in the gut on, about a 16% loss on those puts. And then Meta, META, the loss was small, but the disappearance of the profits kind of sucked. But the cool thing about this, well, cool, I guess, but also painful, is the fact the chart still is working great. Because as you look here, you can see today's peak, the tippity top, which was at the open, was beautifully beneath this trend line. So this trend line still matters. Not only does it still matter, it matters even more. Because with all the Everyone's like high-fiving each other at these earnings. They did this amazing job, but chart-wise, that's a beautiful reversal. Okay, moving on. SMH. This is the semiconductors, of course. I'm glancing over at a different screen right now at Intel. Intel's up pretty strong. Intel's up about $2.50 after hours, and so that, I assume, will probably help SMH tomorrow. I'm glancing over again a different screen right now, and SMH is up not quite $1 right now. But that's what's cooking in SMH land. This is the lifetime high right here, which we actually created today. That is Thursday. AI, just to mention, this little company right in the middle. It basically, the AI insanity kind of stopped on the 16th, and that's just kind of treading water. The reason I include Carvana is simply to point out that the sort of easy money from these battered stocks seems to have been completed. This guy finished, he peaked right around the 19th, and it's just like slip, down we go. It seems tiny from here, but this thing's moved from 56 to like 40. That's not small. That's a pretty big percentage drop. In Tesla, we're really starting to weaken. This is really interesting. You look here. Here was the peak prior to earnings. Fell hard. Found support. And today found support. But if we slip through, if we get below that 254.12, it really opens up the prospect for this zone right here, all the way down to around something like 220. So this is a risk / opportunity right there with Tesla. DBC, not much to say. It's just in a channel, kind of near the top of its channel. And I did a post earlier today about gold. You can see that gold fell about $24, and in turn, the miners are slipping. GDX has not broken the trend line yet. However, the junior miners are well below their broken trend line. Now, I was mentioning interest-sensitive items. Let's just look at a few of these. Here's Junk, JNK. I didn't even get a chance to look at these till this very moment. This is a beautiful reversal. Look at that. 92.91 is the level. Goodness gracious. Yep. It matched to the penny right there, and then fell hard. Huge bearish reversal pattern right there. So that's really something to behold. TLT, as I mentioned, down about 2%. And this is, I'm going to set an alarm on this one. This is worth setting a chart alert. So the latest price is below. One of the reasons I like doing these videos is you can kind of see some of Flipchart's features as I go through this. Bonds, bond failure. And so that'll let me know if that happens. IYR, real estate, this slips 2.25%. Big reversal there. Fibonacci's still doing their job. KBE, I've been going on and on and on about this. Very good. So here's the pink zone here with all the overhead supply. Look at this. The peak was just below that zone, and we reversed. So basically undid Wednesday's gains. IWM, also for the moment a relief, because what's been scaring the bejesus out of me is the fact that we have a peak here, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. I hope to God that stays. In other words, the ideal scenario here, and let me be very clear on this, this is the most important chart in the world, it would be a slip out of this pattern, just slip it right, RIGHT, right and down, kind of slink away from that pattern. It'll be a great thing. And the best part of my Thursday was XLU, for reasons I can't fully explain. I guess it was just such a good looking chart. I went in both feet first into XLU puts, and unlike all my other like Januaries and Februaries and Marches, these are not long term. These are Septembers, which for me is like short term. So, but those did nicely. And that's it. Tomorrow's a big day before the open. Core PCE. See how it goes. I could use another day like this though.